Grig is out due to wrist issues. Akadian is stepping in.
Mm-hmm.
And Fnatic, not the team Fnatic, because you can't have all 5 of them in the TSM Academy team. Okay. So, Grig has wrist issues right now. They are working on trying to make him better. And Akadian will be filling in the shoes of Grig. Now, I'm just going to put my opinion on it. I think this can be a bad... under the circumstances, they have to do this. But, like, if they were, like, ever contemplating putting Akadian in for Grig, I still wouldn't do that. Because Grig offers the TSM exactly what they've always needed.
There's not much you can say counteracting that, honestly. This is exactly the kind of playstyle they needed. This passive, supportive jungler. And an aggressive jungler pretty much is essentially what Akadian's been. I guess you could see him as a backup jungler, like a lot of these teams are doing, taking the secondary jungler. That's the only way I could see him. He cannot function as the primary jungler and the only jungler because he does not really fulfill the role that this team doesn't need another carry. They have Sven, they have Bjergsen, they have Broken Blade.
Technically a carry.
Yeah, so even their aggressive support, like they need a supportive playstyle. Not everybody can kind of make their own moves around the map, or this team is just going to have too many directions to go in.
So that was the problem they had last year. Was that there too many people were trying to say what they wanted, and they could not make a decision.
Yeah. So.
But him on Optic compared to Grig now, it's like
again, Grig is better. I think Grig is a better player, like not substantially, but again, it doesn't matter.
Just based off what I saw last year, Grig played like an average jungler. Akadian played like, why is this guy even in the league?
I wouldn't even say like completely terrible, slightly below. Like I think like two spots.
Like 9th place all year.
I think he was 7th or 8th. I think
he was better than Contracts and Lyra at certain points.
Contracts, Lyra, reign over.
Yeah,
I think
he's better than at least 3 people.
Yeah.
He was at least 7th for his highest, but what he used to do was like Kha'Zix and Rengar. That was his thing. He kind of felt like I think the tank meta for junglers showed who was the real better junglers in the league. I think that back during a couple years ago when we had only Kha'Zix and Rengar for a little bit and other aggressive junglers like Elise and stuff like that, that kind of miscued people's opinions on is this guy an actual good jungler? Because better junglers to me can play both of them to the same effectiveness. You can play like an Elise compared to like a Sejuani. You can kind of play them the same way, even though they have different oppositions to the point where they can work.
Yeah. So essentially, that's pretty much it. I don't really think there's much. We can give our opinions on the characters. You know what? No, let's give it a little more detail, honestly, because we haven't really delved too much into it, have we?
To what?
It's only like 2 minutes long. So.
Compared to what they offer the team, Grig offers. He doesn't really offer ganks unless he's only really ever ganked for top.
I think he's more of a reactive counter ganking playstyle, whereas Akadian tries to make the first move. And
I think Akadian's marginally worse at making the first move than everybody else right now.
Yeah, and I think that realistically, it would be good for TSM to make the first move because they want to get that lead in these aggressive lanes. But again, it's not just that. It's like the supplementary playstyle he plays. He's better at these kind of supportive junglers.
Like if he was he played Trundle the same way he would play like Sejuani. I don't even know how you'd even do that.
But yeah, again, I like what's it called? I like
Grig. I hope it works out. But here's a problem, and this is the last thing before we cut the video. I've seen this happen before, and if Akadian plays the way he did back in 2017 when Akadian was clearly the second best player on Echo Fox, I don't see Grig playing anymore.
Yeah,
this is Akadian's like last chance, I think, to prove himself. Remember, HUK in 2016 with Freeze. When Freeze got fixed,
the thing about it is, again, what I kind of acknowledged earlier is a second. Like I could see them if they could get this dude playing at the very best, at playing at that where he just pops up constantly, it would work out. But again, it's really like in my opinion, too many of these carries in the same team kind of just put too many like phrase inside of like the kind of already direction they're trying to take as a team. Like you have too many people trying to make moves. Too many people trying to make decisions around the map, and you're just going to have a mess of a team, honestly.
Like, you heard their comms. They didn't know what to do when someone was backdooring their base. They're like, oh, we should push mid. Should we just go stop him? Those things are gonna constantly come up if they don't switch up a certain person. Another example, I would say, was this year, Fnatic, last year, 2018. Soaz's arm was hurting. They put in Bwipo, and who played more than Soaz? Bwipo did. I think that sometimes when these injuries happen, they can be for the better. But I mean, I'm not wishing anybody to be hurt.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they got injured, man. Jeez, that worked out well.
I'm not wishing them to get injured, but we've seen it happen. If that player they put in performs better, that person's staying.
Yeah.
There's no reason to put the other guy back in if this guy performing good, because now you're gonna mess up like synergy they built up for a while, and realistically, we don't know how long it's gonna take for him to heal. So, sorry, Grig. I hope you feel better, buddy. Grig's been proving himself a lot in solo queue. He's been really putting in a lot of work. It really sucks to have this happen to him though.
So that's pretty much it. Essentially, I think we both think this is a pretty poor situation.
Oh yeah, we haven't done our NA power rankings yet, so this is gonna be, now we know that Akadian is with them. It's gonna be a little bit more different, I imagine.
I don't think it's gonna last too long, but again, I don't think it's gonna change too much in my power rankings because jungle was already weakness in my opinion.
And that's pretty much it.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Insight for the nerds.
Why did you do that accent?